Ugly is one of the greatest and most unique games I've ever played. It's packed with mind-bending puzzles that are equal parts clever and intuitive, a story that tackles bold and thought-provoking themes, and a handcrafted art style brimming with the charm of traditional animation. It's an amazing game that has sadly gone under the radar, which is why I'm making this video, to talk about why you should play Ugly. You'll wake up on a dirty mattress after what it seems like a night of too much drinking, so this game will be immediately relatable to a lot of people. And this is when you'll notice a weird floating crystal right in front of you. This is the main mechanic of Ugly. Interacting with a shard will create a reflection of you on the opposite side of it, which in tandem will mirror all of your movements. If you go left, he goes right. And after collecting the shard, you'll be able to place it either right in front of you vertically or below you horizontally. But what's really cool about this mechanic is that with the tap of a button or a key if you're playing on computer, you'll be able to switch places with your reflection, meaning that you can easily use it to basically teleport between rooms with no entry. It doesn't matter how far away you are from your reflection, you'll always be able to swap places so long as the reflection is actually in an open space, meaning that if it's being blocked by a wall or is in some inaccessible area, you won't be able to swap to it. And in the case that you get trapped in a room, you'll be able to escape it the same way that you escaped all of your problems. The mechanic seems simple enough so far, but there are many intricacies yet to come. You won't really be finding much of a challenge in the basement, so it's time to explore the rest of the mansion. After exiting the basement, we'll find what seems to be the entrance hall of the mansion. In very poor conditions. Many broken mirrors, vandalized paintings, damaged structure. It all points out that something really bad happened up here. And after doing some exploration, we'll find various locked doors. This place will be like a hub world leading you to all the other sections in the mansion. But first we'll need to find the keys. Now, if you do some playing around in the hub, you'll actually find some cool things you can do with your main mechanic, as well as some mechanics that will be present in future sections of the mansion. Traversing the mansion in itself is part of the puzzle, really, and it's always worth exploring because you never know what you're gonna find. These are memories. By putting yourself and your reflection in specific spots, you'll be able to see and retrieve these vignettes, very much reminiscent of child's drawings, which alongside the mansion itself, they will be our main way to piece the story together. You'll find most of them by simply going through the mansion without having to pay much attention really, though there is a couple that are a bit more tricky to discover. But for that, we'll need to unlock doors, starting with the butterfly door. So, Ugly's puzzles are organized by rooms. After opening one of the main doors, you'll be mostly greeted by, guess, more locked doors. Except for one of them. While you cannot choose in what order you enter each section of the mansion, once you're inside one and you collect the first key, it'll be up to you to decide what door you want to open next. But the last key will always be a main door's key, so you cannot just go to the right room and skip all the others. There are 5 doors in total, each having some insect or object iconography. There's the butterfly, the flower, the spider, the cage, and the scorpion. All sections are very unique, and they'll either introduce a new mechanic or make you use your shard in a completely different way. For example, the pink paint in the flower section will prevent you from switching places. Plus, later on, you'll even learn how to fly by using your fall momentum and preserving it when you switch places with your reflection, launching yourself upwards. All of this is explained through diagrams and clever level design alone. There isn't any text or dialogue for the most part anyway, meaning Ugly relies a lot on its visual cues for its storytelling as well. And the story here can get a little ugly. Pun intended. First few memories paint a picture of an evil man with a blonde hair and red attire, antagonizing a small figure. Sculptures, portraits, and paintings of this man can be seen all around the mansion. letting us know that he is or was the head of the household. Along them, a third figure who appears to be a woman in green, most likely his spouse and mother of the small figure, who happens to look very similar to us. More characters and details will of course appear as we explore through the game. There's a lot of new ones in each room that you won't want to miss. For example, the first area is riddled with chalk drawings on the wall, and they'll give us more information about the family dynamic. Sadly, not every place in the mansion will be quite as pleasant as this one. But before we can even move on, one more obstacle will be expecting us. Perhaps bosses were the last thing you were expecting to hear about in a puzzle platformer, yet Ugly has not one, but 6 of them, each tied to one of the main doors. They will only appear once every key in the section has been retrieved, and all of them serve as a test of speed and understanding of the new mechanics. They're all pretty unique, and they range from barely a challenge at all to mildly annoying if you make a single mistake. However, the true significance of the bosses does not lie in the challenge they provide to the player, but in what they represent to the story. By simply looking at some of the designs, you'll probably notice their motif. They appear like embodiments of some concept or imagery in the mansion. Locked doors, painted walls, broken mirrors. Bosses are not only a challenge, but a reflection. Just like the memories we collect, they're demons of our main character that need to be faced. Ugly is all about the journey of discovering yourself and your trauma through a mirror, which never stops reminding you how ugly you are. The funny thing about a mirror is that despite its main intent to show us our reflection, it often just feeds and amplifies our distorted perception of reality. Perhaps you only see imperfections, or maybe it serves as some sort of validation. But it's only when we get rid of our self-delusion that we finally get a glimpse of ourselves in the reflection. Because we may be biased, but the mirror isn't. I don't super want to get into spoilers, more than I already have anyway, but Ugly has one of the wildest and most unexpected finales I've seen in a video game ever. That, combined with its awesome puzzles that were definitely challenging multiple times, like I swear this puzzle took me way longer than I'm willing to admit, it has made Ugly one of my favorite games, period. And it's all product of the committed and talented people at Team Ugly. To dive deeper into their creative journey, check out their socials and an insightful article in the development process, all linked in the description. After rating it, I'm super happy we managed to get Ugly. A masterpiece, I believe, you cannot afford to miss.